Hey there Booktube, welcome back to my channel. Today is International Women's Day and I just popped in to say happy International Women's Day to all the women who watch my videos and to shout out 5 female booktubers who represent different parts of the world to me to say happy International Women's Day to them as well. I'm going to share a list of 5 female booktubers who represent different parts of the international booktube community to me, and of course I'll put a link to each one of their channels in the description box so you can check them out yourselves. In the number 5 spot is Rinsey from Rinsey Reads. She represents Indian culture. She probably lives in the United States or in Canada someplace, but her background is definitely Indian, and just looking at her makes me think of someone who's very smart, very intelligent, very educated. Her diction, her book choices, I'm just always so impressed by her. I love the little snippets of Indian culture that she weaves into her videos. Like sometimes she'll be dressed in a sari and her dot, I can't remember now what the dot is called. I love the diversity that she brings to Booktube. So she occupies the number 5 spot on my list. In the number 4 spot is a channel that I never expected to find here on Booktube. I know Marie from the music business. I have one of her CDs. I know her as a big R&B artist. Imagine my surprise when I start watching booktube videos and I find that there's a channel named Books Beauty Marie, hosted by none other than R&B superstar Marie. I love her channel because she brings not just her mixed Korean background, but also because she brings this different kind of perspective. Here's a celebrity who is making booktube videos, sharing Friday reads, sharing reading recommendations, reading some of the same books that I am, having some of the same thoughts that I am. I love her channel. She talks about other things, of course. Her channel is entitled Books Beauty Marie, so she does some of that too, but she spends a fair amount of her channel just talking about book things. In fact, just a few months ago she announced that she was going to be working with several authors and editing a compilation of short stories. And I know the book is available for either it's order or pre-order. I haven't read it myself yet, but I just so love that here on Booktube, the Booktube community exists where you can have people who are from different spectrum of media coming onto Booktube and sharing this kind of stuff. So she is in my number 4 spot. In my number 3 spot is Dee Dee from Brown Girl Reading. She is based in the US, but she also spends a fair amount of time representing France. I think she travels there for work. Sometimes she's in the academic field, and I just so love the recommendations. Her reading recommendations are so diverse. She focuses a lot of her attention on books by Black authors, and so she's introduced me to authors that I probably would never have read. Like one of the books that she recommended for the Read Soul Lit Challenge, which she launched in February to celebrate Black History Month, was a book that I probably wouldn't have thought about reading before. And I just love her channel. I love the diversity. I love the fact that even though there's this focus on African American diversity, there's also this focus on French reading. I just so love it, and I just so enjoy the mixture of cultures. In my number 2 spot is a channel that I started watching when I just joined Booktube and kind of stopped watching for a while because somehow, I'm not sure, my subscription to her channel just kind of disappeared, and I was wondering how come she's not in my feed. I can't remember her name, and it took me a while to find her channel again and realize that yeah, I'd somehow gotten unsubscribed. Her name is Chrissy and she's from the Philippines. Her channel is Chrissy Books and Berries, and I love that she marches to the beat of her own drum when it comes to reading. In 2017, one of her goals is to read a different theme every month. And so there's a month where she reads just Jane Austen. I think that's going to be in June. There's a month where she only reads Sherlock Holmes or mystery. I love the diversity. Like she reads young adult, but she also reads a lot of literary kind of fiction. I love the fact also that she vlogs her life in the Philippines. So there will be days when she'll show a book event that she attended in the Philippines, and you get to see how things that you know or are familiar with in this part of the world, how they're different in that part of the world. So I absolutely love that channel, and she's in my number 2 spot. And my number 1 spot will come as no surprise to you if you've been watching my channel for some time. Books and Lala is run by Kayla. She lives in British Columbia in Canada, and I absolutely love her channel. I watch one of her videos almost every day. She doesn't post as often sometimes. She used to be very consistent where she'd post maybe like 3 or 4 times a week, but sometimes there'll be periods where she won't post anything for a week and I'll be like, send me a video. But no, she's not performing solely for my entertainment, so I have to wait like everyone else. But I so love her channel. I love the diversity that she brings to Booktube. She is from Canada. A lot of her videos take place right in her living room or in her bedroom. She makes videos right in front of her bookcase like most other booktubers do. But you also get to see her interaction with her son. She was a stay-at-home mom for a long time. Her background is in graphic design, so the design feature of her blogs are really, really great. She also has wonderful content. She is a perfectionist when it comes to her videos, and so I guess sometimes the reason that she doesn't post as often is because she puts so much work into her videos. Like, she does a monthly video where she talks about books and movie adaptations, and she talks about books that are going to be released that aren't released yet. Like, how do you get all of this information? Like, there isn't one place on the internet where all the books that are going to be released are available. Like, if you want books that are being released through Barnes & Noble, Barnes & Noble will have them. If you want books from a specific publisher, you kind of have to go to that publisher and they'll tell you the publishing date for a book. But what she does is she scours the internet and puts all of that together into one video and releases it to all of her Booktube viewers. So I love the attention that she gives to her YouTube videos, and so she's my #1 favorite Booktuber to watch. And it just so happens that she is also an international Booktuber, so she is female, and so she's at the #1 position in my list. So thanks for watching my video of my top 5 favorite international Booktubers. If you have other recommendations to share, go ahead and leave their links in the comments down below and we'll chat down there. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, happy reading!